Aloha from Hawaii. Bev and I have had the pleasure of spending a week here at the Moana Surf Rider in Waikiki Beach. And we learned 3 great leadership lessons. Frankly, Bev learned the leadership lessons while she was doing yoga in the morning, kind of right out here, looking out there. And the first lesson that she learned was that you need to begin with a beginner's mindset. And it occurred to us that everything we do, every conversation, every communication, every interaction, every meeting, we ought to really think about beginning with a beginner's mindset rather than going into every conversation thinking we know it all. Because if we go in with the beginner's mindset, we're apt to learn some things that we didn't know before. So lesson number 2, the instructor asked Beverly one morning to focus on the waves and not the noise. There were a lot of people out here on the beach, and there were a lot of surfers, and there were a lot of kids playing, and it was very easy to get distracted by all the noise and all the activity going on. And what he really wanted them to do was to focus on the waves, focus on the calming thing that was out there that they could actually then get into a flow. And it occurred to us from a leadership point of view, how often are we distracted by all the noise in the newspaper, all the noise in the media, all the noise from the cubicle next door or from the office next door, and we allow those distractions to disrupt our flow, to disrupt our vision, to get us out of our groove. Great lesson. Focus on the waves, not the noise. The third lesson came again from the instructor, and what he was asking several of the students was to focus on their strength and not their challenge. And it's a similar focus thing, but I think it's profoundly different. There was one student in the class in particular that had some physical issues, and they were focused on those physical issues, and what the instructor asked them to do was to take it to the edge, take it right to the edge, and then focus on what's possible and not on what's keeping you back. How often do we do that? Not only do we lose our focus by allowing all the distractions from the previous one to disrupt us, but we don't really take what we're doing to the edge because we're anticipating having some problems. We're anticipating maybe not being good enough. We're anticipating not being prepared enough. And rather than just taking it right to the edge, and then focusing on our strength and what we're great at, we never go to the edge at all. Think about that. So there's 3 really valuable leadership lessons from here in Hawaii. The first one was to begin with a beginner's mindset. The second one was to focus on the waves and not the noise, and the third one is to focus on what's possible, not what is limiting you. If we just take on those 3 things for the rest of the year and into 2011, man, it's going to be an awesome year. Be well and be contagious.